In our book, Northern Paganism, Choices and Growth, we include a chapter on the Northern Pagan lunar cycle year. We fit this into the 12-month calendar system of modernity, giving you the names and what they mean. But there's a reason why we do this, because to understand Balder and his death in Mistletoe, which is also in that book, to understand Valhalla and key concepts of Valhalla, which is also in that book, you've got to understand the flow of Northern paganism, the flow of those lunar cycles that give us the Northern Pagan year. When did the Northern Pagan year begin? When did it end? What is that beginning and ending called? What about Blood Month and Samhain, the Yule, Fimbulwinter, and Ragnarok? What does Vali have to do with mistletoe? St. Valentine's Day, the invented hagiography of the religious cults of Abraham. Hagiography is a word that means hagio, holy, graphy, writings, the writings of the invented holy ones. When the religious cults of Abraham forced their way upon our northern pagan ancestors and our homelands, they manipulated whole time blocks of a season into the turn of a calendar page. A one-day event tomorrow, February 14th, St. Valentine's Day. People run out and they buy candy and they buy flowers to give to their loved ones. Why? Why do they buy sweets and flowers? It's got to do with the northern nature of our ancestors. In February, it's the perfect time to tap the sugar maple for its sap, to make sweets, to make syrup. The sugar maple warms as the sun rises in the east. That side that faces the east warms, and the lifeblood of that tree, the sap, begins to flow. And then in the evening, at night, when the temperatures come back down, that lifeblood stops flowing. It returns to its dormancy that it's been in all winter long. And then in the morning, the sun rises and it warms the tree, and the lifeblood flows. Sweets. Honey as well. The sap isn't the only sweet. Honey. But a honeybee needs pollen. It needs a flower to get its pollen from to make the honey. Where does it get in February? Where does the bee get its pollen from? What flowers? Well, in northern nature, the white birch tree buds at this time of year. It starts to create its flowers for the honeybee to then make its honey. As well, in nature, our bear, our ancestral bear, gives birth within its den. Now it's going to feed on that honey. So there is a flow to northern paganism that has to be understood to understand what's going on in modernity. Today, the northern pagan has been disassociated with northern nature and the flow of that nature and understanding that nature because of what the religious cults of Abraham have done, putting it into a one-day, turn the calendar page, it's over, now rush out from Valentine's Day into St. Patrick's Day and the buying of green and leading serpents out of entire countries, and then from there we're going to go to Ostri, Easter, when the sun rises in the east. Be subservient to what they brought in, though. Northern paganism, choices and growth, not only shows you the manipulation on page 7, where we even mention that invented saint of Valentine's Day and how his name came from Vola, and we tie together how this time of year has to do with Balder being avenged by Voli. Northern Paganism, Choices and Growth. It's a book you have to have on your bookshelf to understand key elements of mistletoe, Balder, Valhalla, and so much more.